Welcome to Rensselaer Field in East Hartford, Connecticut. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Connecticut Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Coach Loxley told me just a few moments ago, he said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under Coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Maryland's offense will go on the attack first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double.
Going for a big play right off the bat. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. Spins away from the defense. Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Terrapins headed quickly to the line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Might as well stick with him. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They'll move the tight end. A first down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass, it's Washington. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's in, pounded his way scores. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Running inside, it's Christian. Discards him with the stiff arm. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Grabbed behind the line, it's Porter. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. 6th play of the drive coming up. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He'll keep it on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. QB draw. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The run inside. It's Williams. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And send the tight end in motion. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Fires quickly. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working on the right. Snags it, and he's open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Huskies.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one. With that touchdown, this guy looks like the real deal.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
They'll run the option. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up a...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. On the move, it's Christian. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Ready? Whoa, 20. Square. Where did he go?
Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ross. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Might be changing the route. Just keeps slinging it. Plucks it out of the air. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Motion from the back.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. A beautiful throw out in front of the target.
The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Quickly out to the tight end. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're working that left side. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, UConn! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. some misdirection with the counter. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Charlotte 49ers. And it's Ole Miss in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now back to your game in East Hartford. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running inside, it's Christian. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. UConn will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing route.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He makes a catch. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. Trying to run, it's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Washington. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Touchdown, Maryland! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Looking for the tie with the extra point. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
UConn going back to work on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
As a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making it?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, it's Porter. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. UConn quick to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught behind the line. It's Bauer. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Huskies. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Huskies back on top. The AT unit on the field.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6. Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. To the air, it's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Caught over the middle. It's Howard. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires left. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Tight end now in motion. Keeps it himself. Can't get him to the ground. There's a crease. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Terrapins in the hurry up.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Terps! Excellent pass by the back on the option. The Terps respond.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The run inside. It's Reader. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dances away. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Can the D deny them on second and goal? On target. Touchdown, Maryland! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Great, let's go. Ready, go.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a second and long. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Booster, booster. Go, go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Move, move, move. Go, go.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Gets it out fast. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Now remember, no timeouts left here, so they've got to get lined up and spike the ball.
Yeah, great job getting the first down. Now get on the ball, spike it real quick, then we can get organized while the clock's not running.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
One of the things you have to be impressed about this defense is that they've got guys in the back end who can cover man-to-man or zone. That last one gets swatted away. They're in a situation where they're expecting pass. You know this is going to be a tight window to throw into if you're the quarterback here.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn. The Huskies back on top. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
And listen to the crowd. They're going absolutely nuts. If they get the extra point, they tie this thing. In all likelihood, it's going to overtime, and they've got the home field crowd behind them. What a huge advantage in this moment.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. On the move at the 30. Racing down the left side. The 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. To the air. It's Washington. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Running inside, it's Williams. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll run play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they've regained the lead. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. The run inside. It's Bauer. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll run it on first and goal. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime!
And this running back is so